when was stronger. Today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade, sneaks, and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shocked them like real product. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision while I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? DNA of King James, kin of St. Michael. Polygamous minded, 7 wives on ridiculous timing. I thought by 40 rapping is corny, how wrong was I? Never would have thought that 50 new songs by Nas would be hard to lie. I leave them scared like when they hear their name called, but ain't nobody there. The definition of my name probably started where I rode the E-Trade, fingers covered in ink stains. Writing was like an escape inside it, leave the beat flame. It was Rod, Kane, Coogee, and Chris. Few names like Cool James, Face, Cube, and Rick. That was musically sick, successful and unnatural. I throw these songs in a cyanide capsule. The truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove cup. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? Later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what the am I doing? Hey, yo, Preem, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats. All right.
We save the best for last as you look inside M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland on this Thanksgiving night. What a matchup we have in store on John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A big one in the AFC North, the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, we changed.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Hey, middle.
To throw is Jackson. And this one too low. You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
We changed it. Oh.
Jackson now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Lamar changing the play. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
You are X. You are X.
Here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shamar Stewart in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nico Collins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Look at this Baltimore defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 9.
Here we go.
Right back to Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and 9 here. Burrow will throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Right, 80, 11.
There's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
Shut up!
Quick throw to Collins. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now Lamar changing the look. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Ravens at 8-3 now. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now 2nd and 9. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Jackson. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Jackson. This one left side caught by Collins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
180. Sit hot. 180.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey, middle. 180. That's hot. Let's do it. Hey. You at X.
Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Ravens 14, Bengals nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
16 yards.
First catch so far by Chase. It's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head to...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Luke now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Bengals nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is what they have to tell themselves. Don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Washington's got it. And he's going to be touchdown, but he's got the first down.
11 Thomas.
Bengals first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is the rookie from Auburn. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's another Bengals.
Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
13. You change it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, 26 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Tyler Loop to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
I'm one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11. 11. 11. 12. 11. 11.
Here's Burrow. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
Second. 11 Palmer.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
11 empty.
First down, Bengals.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
That's the score. Ravens 28, Bengals 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hey, report! Report!
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
To throw is Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Go ahead. No, we changed it. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Hey, report. Report. Go. Hey, middle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On his loop for the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A gain of 15. First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. 180. 12.
Burrow looking to pass. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
180.
Again, it's Burrow. Complete with 11 seconds remaining now.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 1, ready?
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And off defensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. McPherson's kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from 135 all the way over to the other, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. A check down here for Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Hey, report! 13. You at X. You at X.
Jackson from the shotgun. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 16
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Jackson will throw again. This one left side, caught by Collins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey. No, we change it. Go. Go right here.
Throwing is Jackson. A short one there, not unlikely. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
12 more yards. That's another Baltimore first
Now
down.
Jackson going to shift him around.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Middle. Hey, Ozzy.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah. Hey, report.
To throw again is Jackson. The short one there, caught by Likely. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 2nd and 5.
Sit on.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, middle. We change it.
Jackson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Go.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Go.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
I'm ready.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Henry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it.
Hey, report, middle. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Here's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a fine chase on the right side, complete. Now 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To the air again, Burrow. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now it's Burrow. to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
12, 11. Stop.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. 11 Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Big 13.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game and moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Jackson now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay there.
And not in any rush offensively. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 down this week as he's got a 1st down as well.
Now Lamar changing the play.
Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Middle. You. Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
An audible here to get a new look.
Report. We changed it. Go. No, we changed it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Big 13.
Burrow will throw.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. setting up to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions, it just doesn't look like they...
It's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It's complete. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. They were down to 9. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
It's hot. All right. It's hot. No, we take.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Ravens, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9.